Dollar no longer being the world's currency.
Inflation.
Inflation has dipped to its lowest level in the U.S. in 4 years.
Financial crisis.
With the $35.5 trillion national debt.
Imagine this. You wake up one morning, you check your phone, everything looks normal, but then you go to buy coffee. Yesterday, $3, today, $15. You think it's a mistake. You laugh. You tell the cashier, "Hey, your system is broken." The cashier doesn't laugh back. They look tired. They look scared. They say, "No, this is the new price." You walk outside. People are arguing. ATMs are empty. Stores are closing early. The news is loud. One headline flashes, "The dollar is falling." Another headline flashes, "Global markets panic." Another one, "BRICS countries move away from dollar." You feel something heavy in your chest, because suddenly money doesn't feel real anymore. Think of the US dollar like a chair. For decades, the whole world has been sitting on it. Countries, companies, banks, people, everyone trusted this chair. It was strong, it didn't shake, but what if? One leg starts cracking? You don't fall immediately. At first, you just feel uncomfortable. Then the chair wobbles. Then everyone notices. And then the chair breaks. That moment, that's called collapse. Let's slow down. Because this story is not about numbers. It's about trust. Money works because people believe in it. The dollar is powerful because the world believes in it. So the real question is, what happens when belief starts to fade? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear affects your job, your savings, your food, and your future. How the dollar became king. Once upon a time, there was a big war, World War II. Countries were broken, cities were destroyed, gold was locked away. America came out stronger. It had factories, it had gold, it had stability. So the world made a deal. A simple deal. We will use the US dollar as the main money, and the dollar will be backed by gold. This was called trust. Later, gold was removed, but trust stayed. Why? Because America had power. America had influence. America had the strongest army. America controlled global trade. Oil was priced in dollars. Trade was done in dollars. Think of the dollar like a battery. The world plugs into it. Lights turn on, machines run. Trade flows. As long as the battery is strong, everything works. But batteries don't last forever. They drain. Over time, America printed more dollars. A lot more. To fight wars, to handle crises, to save banks, to survive pandemics. Printing money feels easy, but it has a cost. Too much money chasing the same goods makes prices rise. This is called inflation. For years, the world accepted it, because there was no better option, until now. The cracks begin to show. Here's where things get tense. Some countries started asking questions. Big questions like, why should we depend on one country's money? What if that country uses money as a weapon? What if sanctions freeze our dollars? And that's when BRICS enters the story. What is BRICS? BRICS is a group of countries: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Together, they represent a huge population, massive resources, growing trade power. They don't all agree on everything, but they agree on one thing. Too much power sits with the dollar. The dollar is like a giant tower. BRICS is like many builders slowly building another tower. Not taller yet, but steady. Some BRICS countries start trading with each other using local currencies, not dollars. Oil deals without dollars. Trade deals without dollars. Small at first, then bigger. The world watches. markets get nervous, because once trust breaks, it spreads fast, like a rumor. This is the moment. This is where history bends. Because when big players move, everyone else reacts. If the dollar weakens, imports become expensive. Inflation rises, interest rates jump. Debt becomes heavier. America owes a lot of money. If confidence drops, paying that debt becomes harder. Foreign countries may sell U.S. bonds. That pushes rates higher. That slows the economy. Jobs disappear, savings lose value. People don't panic all at once. First, they worry. Then they prepare. Then they rush. And panic comes last. Imagine a small village. One person whispers, "The bank might run out of money." Another hears it. Another repeats it. Soon, everyone runs to the bank. Not because the bank is empty, but because they fear it might be. Fear makes it empty. The dollar's breaking point. Now imagine this fear, but global. Currencies falling, markets crashing, trust evaporating. The dollar doesn't disappear overnight. It shrinks, it weakens, it loses its voice. America fights back, raises interest rates, protects its currency, pushes alliances. BRICS responds. More local trade, alternative payment systems, new financial institutions. The world splits, not into enemies, but into options. And options are dangerous for a monopoly. From one highway to many roads. Before, one highway, dollar highway. Now, many roads, slower, messier, but independent. This is the climax. Not a crash, but a shift. The dollar goes from king to one powerful player. Life continues, but differently. What this means for you. Here's the truth. The dollar collapsing doesn't mean the world ends tomorrow. It means change adjustment, uncertainty, money systems evolve. They always have. Gold, paper, digital. The real lesson: don't blindly trust any system. Understand how money works. Diversification matters, because the future belongs not to one currency, but to those who understand change. If this story made you think, if it made money feel less boring, then, like this video, subscribe for more simple explanations. Share it with someone who thinks money is too complicated, because it doesn't have to be.